Hello, everybody. Welcome to Fall River Media News. I'm your host, Dave Mead, and I apologize for Monday night when I was supposed to be on at 7, but I was busy trying to find out about the about what days on Sundays in January, at the end of January, that they were gonna find the the bus. You know what I'm saying, when they were gonna start it. So yeah, that's gonna be on the end of January. So the end of January is gonna be the Sunday buses, but also January 1st for 6 months is gonna be free buses in free buses for 6 months. So it's either like I said before. Before I apologize for the on the video, the live feed going off. So if it you gotta ride. You gotta ride. We need to fill the buses up. That's what we do on a Sunday. Okay. When you see the buses out there, we gotta fill them up. Okay. We have to fill up all the buses. I mean, people have been complaining about Sunday buses, so now we got them back again. So we got the Sunday buses back again, and now and let's hope, let's hope, because it's on a pilot program. Okay, the SRTA got a lot of funding. They got a lot of money, so SRTA decided to put these buses on a Sunday. They were going to do it before COVID hit. Okay, they already had it set before. So and then when COVID hit, they fell back. So now now we got it back. So I mean, it's good for the senior citizens too as well. Like I said, I've been on WSAR, and I announced it on WSAR, and also I announced it on Fall River Raw too. So as well, hey, if anybody's got any questions, they want to give me a call. About the Sunday buses and what they think about it, and the free bus ride. My number is 774-309-0736. Just give me a call, and I'll try to answer your questions as much as possible. So or you can leave a message on my website. And Fall River Media News Facebook, and just let me know what you think. I think it's actually a pretty good idea. You know what I'm saying? I mean, senior citizens. I mean, you go and see your family on a Sunday. You can go, places. Go out for coffee on a Sunday. I mean, you can do a lot on a Sunday. So that's why I try to, encouraging people to, when you hear these buses on a Sunday, go and take them. Take it. Fill all the buses up. That's what we need to do, And, it's, that's what we need to do. I mean, but I heard from a bus driver that, once they put it on, it might stay, for good. So it might stay. I don't know, because of the trains coming, but it might stay. I mean, look at the Southwest. Okay, the Southwest, they got buses running on a Sunday. So they have buses running on a Sunday. So why can't we have buses on a Sunday? You know what I'm saying? So why can't we? I mean, what is wrong with that? You know what I'm saying? So I don't think anything's wrong with that. So, but free bus on a, well, the reason why, Scott, for the free buses, on a Sunday, because sort of got, they got a pilot program grant from the federal government, okay, and so I mean, we have a pilot program, okay, and from the federal government, so that's why they implemented the free bus ride, because they have a grant, so a pilot program grant, and they got a lot of money from the federal government, so that's why we're getting these free bus rides, and getting Sunday buses too. But during COVID, before COVID hit, they were gonna implement Sunday buses, but that went west. So oh yeah, I mean, I worked for it, of course. I worked for it. Okay, you know something? At least I know I worked for it. My money is being well invested for Sunday buses. Okay, because I worked for it. Okay, I worked for it. So does other people. At least I know where my money's going. Okay, on Sunday buses. So and at least I know where. My money's going on Sunday buses, which is good. Instead of my money going on being wasted on other things. You know what I'm saying? So the people want it. Okay, the elderly want it. So the elderly want it. You know what I'm saying? So it gives the elderly, takes the elderly out to go like to a coffee shop, maybe go shopping. And all these other things. You know what I'm saying? Or spend a day out. Go see their families or something. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong about Sunday buses. So I mean, and but I think it's good. You know what I'm saying? It is good. I'm saying, and that's not a bad thing. The train's coming. Sunday buses, it's gonna stay. Once it's here, once they put it up, it's gonna stay. The agreement's already there already. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna stay. Free bus rides, yeah, of course. I mean, you have. Sunday buses is great. Okay, it is great. Okay, I know some people have an opinion on it, but hey, taxpayers. Hey, I'm a taxpayer myself. I'm not gonna complain about Sunday buses. Okay, I'm not. Okay, I don't have a car to go anywhere. Okay, because the gas prices are so high. Okay, insurance is so high. I don't have a vehicle. Okay, I don't. So I don't have a vehicle. No, and the people that have vehicles shouldn't have to worry about Sunday buses. Okay, but the people that don't have a car like me, okay, we worry about, because that's our only source of transportation. So I mean, and that's my opinion. You know what I'm saying? We don't have any other option. Okay, to take a bus. Okay, we don't really. You know what I'm saying? People that have cars, that have brand new Teslas and everything, they have those sort of vehicles to take a bus, to drive around with. I don't. Okay, my family and I, we don't have that option. So that's why my option is to take a bus and pay for a car, pay for a Charlie card, and tap it on the yellow thing. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said it's good for us. Okay. So I mean, yeah. Scott Allen Donnelly says, I do not mind Sunday buses, but there shouldn't be. Well, I mean, it's not being paid by taxpayers. It's not. It's being paid by federal funding, okay, by the federal government. It's not being paid by the taxpayers. It's not. Okay. It's not, the taxpayers does not have anything to do with anything to do with this. It's paid by the federal government. Okay, it's a pilot program. Okay, that the federal government gave. It's not being paid by any taxpayers at all, and I can assure you that it's not by the taxpayers. Okay, taxpayers are not paying for this. Okay, it's being paid by the federal government. Look it up. It's being paid by the federal government. Okay, the federal government is paying for this. It's not being paid by taxpayers. So I don't know. I don't know where everyone's getting it's coming from the taxpayers, because it's not. So it's actually is a grant from MassDOT. Okay, it's a grant from MassDOT. Okay, so it's not being paid by. It's not being paid. Okay, taxpayers are not putting not a dime in it. It's a grant from MassDOT. My wife put it up there, so it's actually Mass grant from MassDOT. I want to make that clear. So all right, so it's not coming from taxpayers. So I don't know why people are saying taxpayers. Okay, it's not. It's not coming from taxpayers. It's coming from from grants. From it's a grant from MassDOT, not from taxpayers. So I want everyone to get that out of their mind, and because it's not. So so that's where they got their grant from, and all that federal funding. So we are going to get buses on a Sunday. We are going to get buses on a Sunday. Buses are going to be free for 6 months up until June. So even on a Sunday, we would like to. Honestly, we would actually like to have these. Once these buses start on a Sunday, we want to fill these buses up, all of them. We want to fill them up. That way, the numbers are there. So well, they get their money from funding. From funding from the federal government. So I mean, it's not from us. Taxpayers and stuff, and we don't have nothing to do with this. So I don't get why people saying it's from taxpayers' money. You know what I'm saying? So I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? So I mean it's from it is a grant from MassDOT. So look it up yourself. I mean, and see, because I mean, if it was from the taxpayers, I would say so, but it's not. Okay, it's not. So that's what we need. So it's actually not. I would say so, but it's not. Okay. So we want to. I want to clarify that. So every dollar in government that spends comes from the. It don't come from the taxpayers. So I mean, I just want people, please stop. It don't come from the taxpayers. Okay. I've already explained where it's coming from. Okay, it's not coming from the tax. It's not coming from the Scott. It's not coming from the taxpayers. It's actually coming from the grant from the what do you call it, MassDOT. Okay, and federal, state, and local. Well, it's not coming from. It's not coming from taxpayers. So I'm going to move on from this because that's what I wanted. That's why I actually want to say. With this, that we're getting Sunday buses. It's coming. It doesn't matter, and we're getting free. We're going to get free bus services up for 6 months, which is good. You know what I'm saying? So when you guys see the buses on a Sunday, please fill up all the buses. We want all the buses filled up. because it's coming. Okay, the Sunday buses is coming. The drivers are ready. There are drivers being trained, to drive the bus. So it's coming. So I'm going to change the subject now, and I'm going to change the subject now, and I'm going to get into something else too. I'm going to get into something else, but and I just want to say Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to you guys. An early one anyway. Let's see here. What else can I come up with here? But again, we're still facing a homeless crisis here in the city of Fall River. I remember my wife and I, we were walking up South Main Street. There was tents all on South Main Street across on one side of the sidewalk, and the guy, I remember the guy asked me for $1. I said, no, I only carry credit cards. Well, but anyways, we're still dealing with the homeless crisis here in Massachusetts. So let's hope that gets straightened out very soon. We still have tents down at the bottom of Kennedy Park. So let's hope that we can actually talk about that soon as well. And also, I'm glad that the Bank Street Armory got shot down. I'm glad that the deed of the old Bank Street Armory wasn't supportive of market rate housing over there too. So I'm glad about that. So I'm more happy about that. You see tonight. Let me see what the forecast is tonight. The forecast is tonight 35, clear, highs 47, lows 32s. Clear conditions tonight continue throughout the morning. Winds gust up to 20 miles an hour. Tomorrow is 29, 41. Sunny Thursday 24, 37. Friday 20, 35. Saturday cloudy 24, 44. Sunday 33, 48. And that's your 5-day forecast from Fall River Media News. Always gives the latest on the news. But again, I'm sorry. I apologize for Monday night. I needed to get some clarification on what days Sunday buses was going to be to begin. So they said at the end of January. And I also confirmed today from one of the bus drivers today that she thinks that the Sunday buses might stay, and I'm intending to agree with her. So, which is good. Let's see what else is happening in the world here. Let's see here. See what else is going on here. Probably not much. Yeah, that wind was strong, boy. Yeah, wind was horrible. Yesterday it was horrible. It must have been horrible for the campers. So let me see here. What else is in the news today? I want to see what else is going on. Let's see here. Let's see. Let's see what else is going on. I might have to see something else here. Here's where you get your 2024 Social Security cost of living boost. Yeah. So again, cost of living is being boosted again across the country from Social Security. Cost of living is going up again. Let me see here. Let me justify that. Former Maryland Governor Martin of Maryland confirms as the leader of Social Security Administration of 25 of the nation's 72 million Social Security recipients are just days away from getting a boost to their monthly benefits. The 2024 cost of living adjustment of coal has been set for a 3.2% bump, the smallest increase in 3 years. That's because Social Security Administration, based on annual adjustments on inflation rates, which has been repeatedly cooling by corporation recipients in 2023, received a historic 8.7% increase in keeping up with the hottest inflation in for decades. Wow, that is that's something. Every thought that the current increase has taken effect in the December benefits, but these payments will reach more recipients in January, according to the Social Security Administration. With the increase in average of benefits, checks will increase at 49, raising to 1,907 from its year of 1,858. And the agency said, here is where Social Security beneficiaries will see the highest amounts in their monthly checks. Call of 2024 Social Security payment dates, and the new COLA will go into effect in January for the Social Security recipients, with the notable exportations of supplemental Social Security income (SSI) recipients who will receive their payments early this year, according to the agency calendar. December 29, 2023, the benefits will hit for its nation's 77.5 million SSI recipients will begin at the days of tropically. SSI payments are issued on the first day of each month, but because of January 1st is a holiday, recipients will get their payments on the Friday before January 1st. January 3rd, 2024, if you started claiming Social Security before May 1997, or if you get both Social Security and SSI benefits, you'll get the new COLA in December 29, 2023 check, and your Social Security payments will in January 3rd, January 10th, 2024, if your birthday falls between the 1st and the 10th day of the month. This is when you'll get your first benefit checks, when you new COLA. For instance, if your birthday is January 1st, you'll get paid on that day. January 17th, 2024, birthdays between the 11th and the 20th of the birth month year gets a higher payment on this day. January 24th, 2024, if your birthday falls between the 21st and the 31st, your birth month, your benefit checks will reflect on a COLA on this day. Wow, that is pretty cool, ain't it? So, well, I mean, that's it for that. I mean, it's that was pretty good. Ex-Fall River Mayor Jazel Correa moved to 3rd federal prison this month. So, why is Jazel Correa moving from prison to prison? So why is he moving from prison to prison? He went into one, then he went into the other one, then now he's going to Oklahoma federal penitentiary too. So why is he moving around? Is this special privilege for the ex-mayor? I don't know. So it might be special privilege for the ex-mayor of the former mayor of the city of Fall River, Jazel Correa, too. That was arrested a few years back during his mayor position, when he extorted all that money and extortions with letters and charging people too much money for letters too. So I mean, it's So ex-Fall River Mayor Jazel Correa moves to a third federal prison in a month. What we know. Fall River convicted former Fall River Mayor Jazel Correa is on the move again in his trial through his federal prison system. According to the Bureau of Prison Inmates Tracker websites, Correa is now in a federal facility in Oklahoma City. Okay, it is not clear if this 32-year-old ex-politician will land there for any amount of time. This is the third time he has been moved in a month, according to the BOP website. This prison is an administrative security federal transfer center. The average length of stay is 4 to 6 weeks. Inmates are not housed at the FTC any longer than necessarily. It is not usual for other inmates to arrive after you have apart before. A moment is normally based upon when you were designated, not when you arrived at the FTC, according to the BOP. Well, so so why is this mayor, why is this former ex-mayor keep getting moved around? You know what I'm saying? So maybe, what has he got, special privileges or what he has? He might have special privileges because, you know something? Because, according to the Constitution of the Constitution of the United States, Jazel Correa can run for mayor again when he gets out in 6 years. He can run for mayor again. So, I mean, is that fair to the people of our city? That, if this mayor gets out, he has, he has a felony charge, okay? If he has a felony charge, he can still run for mayor, right? So, I mean, is that fair? Is that also fair to the taxpayers of the city of Fall River? It's not, okay? It's not. I believe if there was a mayor, if there was a politician convicted of a felony, I don't believe that they should be running for mayor of the city of Fall River. It's in the Constitution that they can, but that should be pulled out of the Constitution, that no mayor was convicted, any mayor that was convicted of a felony should not be able to run for mayor or any public office anymore. Okay, his career should be done. Okay, but I don't see that happening. So, I think that his career should be done. When you rob when you rob the taxpayers of the city of Fall River. So, I mean, anybody, if you're convicted of a felony, you shouldn't even be running for political office anyway. I don't care. You shouldn't be running for political office anyways. Okay, because why? Because it's not right to the taxpayers of the city of Fall River if you're a convicted felon. Okay, if you have a convicted felon, would you want to be upstairs visiting a convicted felon that is as you're a mayor of the city of Fall River? Hell no. I mean, So I mean, it tells you something. You know what I'm saying? So Jazel Correa is convicted of several counts of felonies of bribery and all this other crap. You know what I'm saying? And I don't believe that he should be running for mayor anymore. You know what I'm saying? So look at Buddy Cianci. Buddy Cianci ran for again when he got out of prison. He ran for office, right? But guess what? When he ran for office, you know what the people told him? There's an example. The people said, "Hey, Buddy Cianci, we love you. We do. We care about you, but we cannot take a chance again with you in office." So, I mean, that's how that is. Well, well, they again, Scott. Again, Scott. They this is not pay. Again, I'm going to say it one more time. Exactly, it's a grant from MassDOT. Okay, so it's not paid with taxpayer money. Just because free COVID tests, free vaccines, masks, and all this other stuff was paid by taxpayers' dollars. Okay, so this is not paid by taxpayers' dollars. So that's not the same thing. So that's why I'm going to let you know that. So it's not the same thing. Exactly grants from MassDOT. My wife put it up there, and just look it up. That's all I can tell you. That's it. Let's see. Okay, here we go. All right, we got something here. Okay. All right. Customers of Southeastern Regional Transit Authority, SRTA, will be able to ride for free over the first 6 months of 2024. From January 1st through January 30th, riders will fix routes and demand response services will ride for free. Thank you to the state funding located at SS Star from the SRTA from the Fair Share Act, which has added a 4% surtax. Oh, then Scott is right. And Scott, I apologize for this. You are right. Because it says here, towards growth, ridership, spurring local economy development, giving riders an impact. By inflation, some financial relief, SRTA emplacement, and similar transit police transit for 6 weeks. Last holiday season, Mr. Rusin said he hopes that the authorities will gather valuable dates from the programs. And it's a surtax to taxpayers with income of 1 million, over 1 million. All right, okay, you got me there, Scott. I apologize for that. You got me there. So you got me there. So yes, it is. Taxpayers we are kind of like paying for this. You know what I'm saying? So. Surtax to taxpayers. So they're giving us a relief, okay? That's what they're giving us. So they're giving us a relief because the inflation. So they're giving us relief. So we are getting buses on a Sunday, which is good. We're getting free bus rides on a Sunday, which is also good. So take advantage. You'll save money, okay? So you're saving some money. So good thing I did look this up. So this actually came out of Fall River Community Media. So so this is actually coming out of taxpayers' money. So but we're getting the money back. Okay, let's put it this way: we are saving money. So I kind of like urge all taxpayers of the city of Fall River, please ride the bus, man. Pack those buses when you see them on Sunday. Pack them buses. Okay, Bristol County drug traffickers sentenced to state prison in Fall River Superior Court. Wow. So it's. Here is the biggest security benefits: retired workers by age. Ooh, yeah. Can Massachusetts police towns make cars from private property here? What does the law say? Well, the law says that hey, if you see a car on private property, take it, tow it away, man. That's all you got. That's all you can do. Senator Warren is modifying, pushing the Governor Healy housing bill. So, housing bill. Let me see here. Let me see why she's pushing this housing bill. Oh, Senator Elizabeth Warren deemed Massachusetts at the speaking event and was in 2019 at Charlie's Naberville policy. Senator Warren is amplifying, pushing for Governor Healy's housing bill. Senator Warren is throwing her weight behind Governor Healy's housing plan on Monday morning and said that the federal government will need to step up to help the state address its housing affordability crisis. We don't have to do what? What for the illegals? No way. Okay, Senator Elizabeth Warren, she is a crackpot. You know what I'm saying? Senator Warren. We call her Pocahontas. You know what I'm saying? So she's a crackpot. Many of 20,000 housing units will need to be built in Massachusetts over the next 6 years to keep up with housing demands, Warren said at the event hosted by the New England Council at the UMass Club of Boston on Monday. The problem is bad, and the problem is getting worse. Yeah, know why the problem's getting worse? Because you keep leaving these illegals come into this country, okay? All right? You have open borders, you keep leaving these people come in. That's why we have a problem. We don't want these people here, okay? So Maura Healey and Senator Warren, okay? Well, especially Pocahontas, Senator Warren, you can go to hell, okay? And back, okay? Because you know something? Because you people are the cause of this problem, okay? You people, between Joe Biden and Maura Healey and now Senator Warren backing up Maura Healey, okay? No, you're not going to be pushing for this bill. This bill is not going to be pushed for. No way in hell. You know something? Because it's not coming out of the taxpayers anymore. So that's it. Okay? We're done with this. Okay? So Senator Warren, we're not. Okay? Which just causes Pocahontas. Okay? Because that's what your name is. Okay? Because you Senator Warren, you people like to spend money. Okay? Spend and waste money. Okay? Wasting our taxpayers' money. Okay? Which is, we have other things we have other business we have other things used for good with our taxpayer, with our money, okay? Instead of pushing bills through the House, pushing bills through everywhere, okay? You people are something else, okay? Oh, come on, man, no. 20,000 housing units. We don't need no more housing units. We don't, okay? We don't need 20,000 housing units, okay, in Massachusetts, okay? Bad enough we got Coogan over there with his market rate housing and stuff, okay? We don't need no more 20,000 housing units. We don't. So, if you want to build your 20,000, build it in your own city. Don't build it over here, okay? In Massachusetts, we don't need it, okay? So the bill is seeking to kickstart the housing protections of upgrading in the state and going to negligence of public housing stock and covert states and lands into housing ready to pilot, and also packed with policies, proposals, including ability to cities and towns. No, we don't want that, okay? It's not going to happen, Okay, your people want to pack everything. Okay, you pack these illegals. These illegals are coming over the border and everything. Okay, you got open borders and everything. Your people are nuts. Okay, your people are crazy, and you go crazy with the taxpayers' money, and that even shouldn't even happen. Hell no, that's not going to be packed like this. Okay, it's $2 billion directly into the housing development. Each of this will help reduce to affordable housing gaps. Affordable housing gaps, the affordable housing gaps, something? Affordable housing, okay, is going to the legals. It's not going to our people over here, right? It's not, okay? It's going to the legals and everything. So, come on, man. Something? You're going to build 20,000 housing units in Massachusetts for what? That is a waste of money, okay? Waste of money completely. It's not going to happen, okay? We have a homeless crisis, okay, here in Massachusetts, okay? We do have a homeless crisis here in Massachusetts, okay? Why don't you start taking care of the homeless crisis first, then think about doing other things in the next 6 years from now. Okay? In the next 6 years, you think about doing something else. Take care of the problem here in Massachusetts. What about our people? Okay? You have borders open. Okay? Joe has borders open. Okay? Joe's giving money to Ukraine. There's wars out there. And here you are passing money out like it's candy. You print it like it's like we're printing letters. Okay? To our mothers or something. You guys are printing money. 20,000 housing units. Are you nuts? Oh my God. Come on, man, people, man. Especially Elizabeth Warren. Elizabeth Warren, we call her Pocahontas, and she's like money hungry anyways. So yeah, she's a nutcase. Anyhow, come on, man. Look at she backed up Joe Biden in the election. Okay. Oh, go Joe, go. She backed him up in a bloody election, didn't she? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because now look at it. Now this whole country is upside down. And you know something? I'm glad Mike Johnson is, okay, the House Speaker, okay? I'm glad. I am totally glad, okay, that Biden's going to be impeached. And it will pass the Senate. I guarantee that. And I'll bet a coffee that it passes the Senate, okay? So it will pass the Senate. Because you know something, though? Joe is the reason, okay, that this country is flipped upside down because of his putting America last, okay? So that's why this country's like this, okay? You can't blame the American people for being angry, okay? You can't blame them, okay, at all, okay? The American people are angry because of what he's did to this country. He put America last, okay? Instead of putting America first, he put it last, okay? He gave billions of dollars to Ukraine, okay? We have wars going on, and now he wants to pull American troops out of Israel, okay? American troops are going to stay right there in Israel, okay? It's going to stay right. They're going to stay right there in Israel, and they're going to help Israel out, okay? So, because Joe Biden does not like Israel. So, it's going to stay right there in Israel. That's what's going to happen, okay? It's not going anywhere, all right? It's not. So, American troops are going to stay right there, right where they are, okay? The borders were supposed to be closed. The borders are not closed. How come the borders are still open? The borders are not closed. They're still open. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, borders are closed. So that's why, that's why our former President Donald Trump, I will still call him president because Donald Trump is one of the best presidents that we had in history of this country. Okay? All right? In history of this country. He's the only president that ever fought for this country, okay? And loved this country, okay? And loved this country, That's what President Donald Trump did. He loved this country. Okay? And you know something? And let me fill a gap in there. President Donald Trump did not put America last. He, quote, put America first. Okay? That's what he did. He put America first. Okay? First in line. Not last in line. He put it first in line. Okay? And you know something? And we are still going to hold the line. And Donald Trump will be our next president of the United States of America. Okay? Whether you like it or not. Okay? You don't have to like it, but that is the truth. He's going to be our next president of the United States. And I guarantee that is a fact. Okay? It's fact. Okay? You know why? Because Trump did not pull our military first. He did not pull our military first. Okay? You know, when he was president, he would not pull our military first. Okay? He would pull the civilians first. Okay? He would always pull the civilians first. Not likely that the president, again, okay, pulled out, okay, all the troops and left the civilians there, okay? Now, you know something? It's time not to hide behind the barrel. It's time to get the truth out there, okay? So we don't need to be hiding behind the barrel anymore, okay? You know? So, I mean, he did pull the military first. Joe did. Okay? Joe pulled the military first. Okay? And he did. And there's no question about that at all. Okay? So, I mean, the civilians, it's crazy. They saw a weak president. That's why Al-Qaeda, okay? That's why Al-Qaeda took over the embassy, took over the capital of Afghanistan, okay? Because they saw a weak president, okay? When you see a weak president, when you see a weak president, hey, you make your move, man. You see a weak president. If you see a strong president, you're not going to make your move. But if you see a weak president, you are going to make your move, okay? And then the Al-Qaeda, they did, okay? They saw it and they made their move. Okay, they made their move and they took over the capital of Afghanistan. Okay, they took over it. Okay, and that is for sure that they did. Okay, that is for sure. So but see, Trump, when Trump was in office, Al Qaeda, okay, they did not, okay, attempt to take over the capital of Afghanistan. Because you want to know why? Because Trump was one of the strongest presidents that we ever had in history. Okay? In history. Okay? Alright? America First is one of the... America First. You can say what you want about America, but it's always going to be America First. Okay? You can say what you want about it. Okay? You can. So you can say what you want. It's your opinion. Free will. You can say what you want, but it's always going to be America first. We're always going to take that flag and raise it right to the top. And you know something? And when 2024 comes, okay, we all going to be out there. Okay, we are all going to be out there. It's either join us or shut up. Okay, that's what you're going to hear from me. Okay, it's either join us or shut up. Okay, and stop talking. Okay, because Trump is one of the best presidents we ever had. Okay, we ever had in history. Okay, we never had inflation. Our gas prices wasn't sky high. Okay, our gas prices wasn't sky high at all. Okay, but you know what? Your people made a mistake. Even the ones that voted for Joe Biden said that they made a mistake because Joe promised them stimulus checks, okay? Some people did not get them, okay? Trump promises, he delivers, okay? He promises and he delivers, okay? We wouldn't have homeless problems happening all over the country. The reason why we have homeless problems happening all over the country is because of Joe. Okay? It's because of him. And the cocaine in the White House. Okay, how do you explain the cocaine in the White House? Oh, you're going to say that somebody else brought it in there? Oh, which is Hunter Biden brought it in there. Okay? Hunter Biden brought it in there. I don't want to hear no more excuses. No more. No excuses. And you know something? Everyone makes excuses for Joe all the time. Excuses, excuses, excuses all the time. And I'm tired of hearing excuses. Okay? He's going to be impeached. The Senate's going to prove it, and that's it. It's not fake impeachment. He's going to. But again, it's okay to talk bad about Trump, but we cannot talk bad about Biden. So, well, it's too bad. It's too damn bad. If you don't like it, okay, it's too bad. Okay, you know what? Because Trump was one of the best presidents that you ever had. Okay, you eat well, you sleep well, you have plenty of money in your pocket, and you want this clown in there, Joe? Yeah, look what he's doing to your country. I know some people don't like Trump, but I like Trump. Okay, I like Trump. You know what I'm saying? I like Trump because I think he did great for this country. Okay? And you know something? I'd be glad to shake that man's hand. Okay? I'd be glad to shake his hand. I'd give him a hug. No, but you know something though? It's pretty sad that, you think that Joe's doing something good for this country. You're wrong. You're absolutely wrong. He's doing nothing for this country. You think inflation's going down? You're wrong right there. Because I already checked. I already updated inflation. I checked the inflation. It's not going down. Inflation is still there. And how come the borders are open? Oh, explain why that the borders are open. Okay, no explanation why the borders are open again. Why is the borders open? Why is people still coming over in buses? Why? I guess nobody knows. So hey, nobody knows why the borders are open. The borders are open. Nobody knows why. Well, you know something. Like I say, you vote for whoever you want. I vote for whoever I want. If I'm going to vote for Trump, I'm going to vote for Trump. Okay? Because you know something? Because he is my president, and that's who I like, and that's the only options I got. Okay? That's the only option I have, and I'm going to vote for Trump. Because you know something? And you know what? If you see me out there, you can scream at me, yell at me, peg fingers at me, and swear all you want. You know something? It's not going to do you any good. Because I'm still going to vote for Trump. Okay? Either way. Okay? Either way, you're wasting your time. So, it's always going to be Trump, and that's it. So, like I said, the presidency's coming up, and we'll be out there. You ain't going to know when we're going to be out there, but we'll be out there. And, you can say what you want, do what you want. You know what I'm saying? But Trump is the man. You know what I'm saying? And again, Joe's going to be impeached. Okay? And the Senate's going to pass it. You know what I'm saying? Because you want to know why? Because the Democrats are against the Republicans are against the Democrats. So, you know something? It's going to be passed, guaranteed. I'll put a bet on that one. And it will be passed. So, and let me tell you something. Of all this waste of time accusing Trump for this and this and that, okay? Accusing Trump for this and this and that, okay? Guess what? All his charges were dropped, okay? Okay, gone, dismissed. All his things were dropped, okay? So, that was a waste of time right there. Okay, that was a waste of breath right there. Okay, accusing a former sitting president for something that he didn't even do. Okay, because everybody knew that it was all a setup job. Okay, hey, look it, something. Trump did not really inherit all that money. It came from Frank Trump Sr. Okay, Frank Trump Sr. It came from him. Frank Trump Sr. That's where it came from.
Who's Frank Trump?
Well, I looked it up. Is it Frank Trump Sr.?
Fred
Trump Sr. I'm sorry. It's Fred Trump Sr. So Fred Trump Sr. Okay, that's where he inherited that money from. So the federal court it doesn't stand. Okay, that is not going to stand. I mean, they may say it, but it's not going to stand. It's not going to stand. His rallies are still Trump's rallies are still out there. It's not going to stand. And that decision is going to be tossed like a football in a few months. Few months time, that decision is going to be tossed like a football in a few months time. So anyways, but I know also know the impeachment is going to go right through the Senate. I also know that too. You know what? It's people got different opinions on things. So I mean, hey, I'm not going to disqualify people's opinions, but I mean everybody's got an opinion on things. So some people have more better opinions than I do, but I'm not going to but he will be running in Colorado too, so he's not going to disqualify. The reason why they're doing this because they want DeSantis to go up against Joe, and they know DeSantis is going to lose against Joe. So and this is why I'm saying this is why we have to keep an eye on these ballots. Okay, we have to keep an eye close look at these ballots. That's why we have to have poll watchers everywhere to keep an eye on these ballots because of what happened in the 2020 election. We know what happened in the 2020 election. I mean, that's obvious. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I keep bringing it up is because we all know the truth about what happened. Okay? We all know the truth about what happened there. We all know the truth what happened in January 6th. We all know what Trump did not have anything to do with that neither. Okay? Trump told all his supporters to go home and relax and stuff, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? But they made it seem like, Trump created all this problem and everything else, where he never created all this problem. So, I mean, that too. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, hey, everybody's opinion. Something. Trump did not lose. Come on, man. Anthony Pinto. Come on. I mean, Trump did not lose. Okay, Trump did not lose in the election at all. Okay, he did not lose. Come on. Wow. I mean, my God. But Trump did not lose in the election. Okay, everybody knows. Everybody knew what happened. Okay, everyone knew. Okay, Trump did not lose. Okay, it's pretty sad. Who's the president now? Whoa, Joe Biden's the president now. He is the president now. Okay, and look what he's doing. To this country. Okay, look at this country. It's being flipped upside down. Okay, money, billions of dollars going to Ukraine. Okay, billions. Okay, he put America last. He put America last. Okay, he did. Okay, do you want a president like that in office? Okay, do you want a president like that in office that puts America last? Okay, that's giving your tax money to billions of dollars to Ukraine and putting your people and putting the American people last. Do you really want that? Do you really want that for your child? Do you want that for your family? Trump had everything under control. Okay? Okay, that, yeah. I know, you want me to run for mayor, I get it. Yeah, I'm pretty good. Yeah, you want me to run for mayor, do you? Antonio Pine. Yeah. So, everybody wants me to run for mayor. I haven't even made that decision. I haven't made that formal announcement yet. So I don't even know yet. So, that's a good thought, and I appreciate it, and thank you. I really do. I should have, but I didn't. So, but but I don't know. I don't know. I mean, everybody's been asking me to run for mayor, city of Fall River. So, everybody's asking me to run for mayor. So I have somebody calling me over here on the phone, James Kilgis. Okay, James. All right. Let's hear what you have to say today, buddy.
Hello, Hello, David.
Let's go. I want to hear what you have to say.
Yeah. So if you guys haven't heard, Trump just got disqualified in Colorado. Colorado Supreme Court basically ruled that he can't run in Colorado because apparently he violated Section 3 of the 14th Amendment, which basically says that if you've done any part in like insurrections, then you can't run.
Well, I have to. I admire your opinion. Your opinion matters too. But I would have to look that up, James.
Well, I mean, I sent it to you.
I know, but I understand that you sent it to me. But I admire your opinion. I admire your opinion. I do. But I would have to do some research myself. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, it literally happened. That's why I reported it, because it just happened today.
Well, all right. So I would have to.
I mean, it literally just happened earlier today.
Well, if it did, then okay.
So, yeah,
but
it looks like for now Trump can't run in Colorado.
Well, I mean, and they can't really stop him from running anywhere. They can't. It's in the Constitution. They cannot stop him from running anywhere. So they're breaking the law themselves.
Well, here's the thing. In the Constitution too, there's also the 14th Amendment, which states that. If you take part in insurrection, then you can't run. I mean, it says.
Yeah, well, he did not. He didn't play part in an insurrection. He did not.
Well, you know what? The whole thing with that is, I really wish the court would have waited until he actually got charged with insurrection, which that case isn't happening until like March or May.
Well.
So, the Colorado Supreme Court, they should have waited until he was actually charged with it. And then when he was charged with it, then disqualify him. Well,
but see, he did not have part in that though, because if you look back, James, if you look back on the tapes, okay, he told all the Trump supporters to go home. He told them to all go. He told them to all go home. He says, look, he says, just go. He says, go home. And they stood. You know what I'm saying? So, that's what I heard. Okay. They told him that he told the Trump supporters, he says, look, go home. That's it. Let's call it a day. And that's it. You know what I'm saying? And apparently they stood.
Well, all right. Well, what about earlier in that day when he told his supporters that, look, guys, you have to fight like hell, and if you don't fight like hell, we don't have a country anymore.
Well, I would have to look at that tape
from earlier that day. I don't know. It seemed like he was hyping up his supporters to do something.
It's hard to tell. You know what I'm saying? Because of everybody being there. People, Antifa, Black Lives Matter, and breaking all the windows. They're breaking the windows there and everything.
They weren't even there.
Wait a minute, hold on, James. even there was a store owner here in Fall River, okay, that was also over there too, helping out too, breaking the windows over there too as well. You know what I'm saying? So one of our store owners here in Massachusetts, matter of fact, that store got closed down. Okay, no,
what does that have to do with anything?
But I'm just saying, Antifa, Black Lives Matter, they were all over there.
Weren't even there.
Yes, they were there. And if you would have looked at the
Trump supporters.
well, they were there, and there was a lot of them pretending that they were Trump supporters, wearing a hat, carrying a flag, and everything else over there. I saw the whole thing. I mean,
that's been debunked.
Well, no, but I'm just saying, what I saw. I mean, James, you have the right to say what you're saying. You have the right to. I'm not going to say you don't, okay? Because everybody's got free will. They can say what they want. You know what I'm saying, but I'm just saying what I saw, and what I saw, okay, over there. So I mean, but in that and now with that being said. Colorado governor should be allowing Trump to run over there.
It wasn't their governor. It was Colorado's Supreme Court.
The Colorado Supreme Court should overturn that because they cannot refuse anybody to run for anything.
They can't overturn something that they literally. So, I mean, look, it's already decided. Now, the federal Supreme Court might come in and overturn that.
Well, yeah, you're right. The federal government might come over and overturn that because it's wrong. All right, if you was to run for president, right? Okay, just say I didn't know you if you were running for president, and I was on the Supreme Court, okay. And I say to you, I say, well, Mr. President, Mr. President, I'm not allowing you to run, and just say Kansas City. I'm not allowing you to run you can't hold a rally here in Kansas City. I mean, will that make it right? Because that would be violating your your rights. You know what I'm saying? To campaign in my city. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be violating your rights. You know what I'm saying?
Well, here's the thing. Don't commit crimes in office.
Well, no, but see, Trump did not commit crimes in office.
And they won't do anything to you.
No, but see, that's the thing. I mean, that's the thing. Trump did not commit crimes in office. You know? So, I mean, I'm just saying what my perspective is. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like I told you before in the past, everyone has a different opinion on things. You know what I'm saying? And like I told you before, I respect everybody's opinion because everybody's got different opinions. You know what I'm saying? Antonia Pinto, she wants me to run for mayor, okay? Or she says, how come I didn't run for city council? Well, because, I mean, I was actually busy at the time, so I'm kind of like really working, so... But but hey, it is what it is. The federal election's coming up.
It looks like for now Trump can't run in Colorado.
Well, the federal government's going to push that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you never know, because apparently if the Supreme Court waits after January 4th, I've heard that the decision stands.
Yeah. Well, I mean. Well, they already declared that it shouldn't stand because they're violating Trump's rights of running in Colorado. It's a violation. It's a crime. You know what I'm saying? It is. It's a crime. But like you said, you know that they're going to overturn it. So we got to be prepared for it. But Trump did a lot in this country.
The federal Supreme Court just won't care.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's that's not up to it's not up to the federal the Supreme Court. You know what I'm saying?
Actually, it is because they could step in and overturn that.
Yeah, well, they're gonna overturn it. You know what I'm saying? So that way he could run in there.
Well, that's a big if they even get involved.
Well, they will.
Because they could ignore it. And apparently after January 4th, the decision stands.
Well, I mean, it's, again, they're violating his rights. You know what I'm saying? And that's a crime. You know what I'm saying? When you violate somebody's rights, that is a crime. That's a crime. Whether if you're
All right. So, you know what? I want to ask you something.
Go ahead.
So if a Republican state bans Biden from running there, would you support that?
I won't, because I know why. Because I'm going to tell you why. Because that would be violating his rights. Okay, and again, it stands. It's still a crime. It's a crime. You cannot violate people's rights. You know what I'm saying? If somebody's running for president, you cannot ban them from your state. You cannot ban them. You cannot say, "Hey, you cannot run here." You know what I'm saying?
Well, technically you can, because again,
it's
14th Amendment, Section 30.
But 14th Amendment, Section 30. But it's still violating violating a.
How does that violate
a candidate's rights, though?
How does that violate someone's rights if they've committed crimes?
Well, but Trump did not. See, again, I mean, we went through this.
If someone commits a crime,
he did not commit a crime.
They can be removed with the 14th Amendment.
But he did not. He did not commit a crime, and plus, he was not found guilty of anything. So, I mean,
well, that's as of right now. He still has to face trial.
Well,
he still has to face trials in March and May.
Nah, that's not going to happen.
No, it's already happened. Those cases are gonna happen in March.
Yeah, but all these cases, all these things that they accusing Trump of, they don't even have any evidence whatsoever.
Actually, they do. I mean,
there's no evidence in anything.
All right. Well, what about that phone call he made Georgia State Secretary, where he was clearly threatening him to quote unquote find him 11,780 votes that didn't even exist.
Well, I didn't even hear any. I'm going to be honest with you. I did not hear any phone call on that one.
Already out there. There's already a phone call leak saying that Trump could have declassified documents, but he couldn't. That's out there.
Well, because that's Trump. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Trump's gonna get blamed for everything because he's. I mean, politicians. Look at Joe. Politicians, they get blamed for everything. Okay, because if you were the president, right? Don't you think you're not going to get blamed for anything?
Well, no president's ever going to be blameless. I mean,
of course. You know what I'm saying? If I was.
But at the same time, if you're trying to commit crimes and get away with it.
But James, if I call up somebody on the phone and I'm talking to say it was the president, okay, and I was talking to a prime minister on the phone, okay, of course, yes, they're recording the phones, they're recording phone calls, okay. I mean, they could actually take those tapes and how they say it and and redo the voice. You know what I'm saying? Like if to say it, they can do it. They can. You know what I'm saying? They can take those tapes and take my personal voice out of there and put somebody else's voice in there that sounds like mine. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
No, they can. James, you know the technology that's out there today? Huh? Do you know the technology that's there and the stuff that they can do? Believe it or not. But anyways, but I mean, no, but I told you, I mean, you know, hey, like I said, everybody's got an opinion. You got an opinion, right? Everybody's got one. People got different opinions, okay? But, I mean, my opinion still stands. You know what I'm saying? You know? But, like I said, you can't have, you can't, a Supreme Court, they just committed the crime themselves.
You know what? I'm going to send you the 14th Amendment and literally show you that you can.
I mean, I know about the 14th Amendment.
Because there's a certain section in the 14th Amendment where you actually can do that if somebody's committed crimes.
Yeah, but they can.
That's in there.
Yeah, but they can usually they can only use it with if any politician committed a crime. But if they committed a crime, okay, that's the only time they can use that 14th Amendment. If somebody committed a crime. And Trump was not found guilty on any crimes at all.
Well, yeah.
You know, yeah, but he's never going to be...
Yeah, that court should have waited until Trump's trials next year.
But now they can't... So that there is no good. That 14th Amendment.
You know what? No, I actually agree with you. The court should have waited until Trump's trials next year. Because he's going to be facing a few trials next year for the classified documents case and the Georgia case.
Yeah, and he's, you know,
that court should have waited until then to make a decision.
But guess what? So that 14th Amendment doesn't exist right now. Because why? Because Trump ain't guilty. There's no evidence that he was guilty about anything. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's
all right. Well, you know what? We're gonna have to wait until next year.
Yeah.
So it also doesn't help with those trials that the judges are Trump-appointed judges. So that doesn't help.
Well, I mean, you know. So, I mean, he hasn't, you know, I mean, he's going to be found not guilty anyway. I mean, so that 14th Amendment was a waste of time.
Yeah, because the judges are Trump-appointed judges.
Well,
I mean, that's ridiculous.
But look what Biden did. Biden packed the whole court system.
Yeah,
with judges.
Look at all the Republicans that are doing their own court packing. Look at North Carolina and all the gerrymandering done there. That was a Republican-packed court.
Well, I mean, no,
I'm telling you, that's literally what happened. North Carolina's gerrymandered now because of a Republican-packed court that they basically got rid of North Carolina's independent map, and now they gerrymandered it to have a Republican advantage.
Look what they did to New York. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
New York is
I know.
New York is a sinkhole now over there.
Well, yeah. It's probably going to be a Democratic gerrymander there now.
Unless they overturn it.
And that's very unlikely.
Well, I mean, like I said, you know what I'm saying, hey, we'll see. You know what I'm saying? You know, anything could happen.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean that is big news. Trump can't run Colorado as of this moment.
Well, I mean,
and if the federal Supreme Court doesn't come in, then yeah, the decision still stands.
Yeah, well, I think the federal government should step in because
the Supreme Court is basically a conservative court anyway, so.
So I mean, it's a matter of time. It's a matter of time that's going to be overturned, and Trump will be qualified to do a rally in Colorado.
And you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if Republican states disqualified Biden from their states.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if. Decision.
Yeah. Well, like I said, anything could happen. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's up to the voters.
So, I mean, because of this, I can literally see a bunch of red states doing the exact same thing to Biden, and disqualify him in those states.
Well, you know what's happening. But that's because I mean, if the Republican Party sees, what the Democrats are doing to Trump, okay, they're gonna retaliate and they're gonna do the same thing. I mean, they're actually gonna do the same thing. It's like I said, it's a mess.
Yep.
I mean, we can talk about things, but we'll see what happens in the election. You know what I'm saying? We'll see what happens. I mean, anything could happen. You know what I'm saying? I mean, anything could happen. I mean, so I don't know. I mean, it's right now. I think right now, I think we should be focusing on right now before next year because the federal election ain't here yet. So I think we should be focusing on what the crisis that we have here now with the homeless.
Yeah.
I mean, if you looked on South Main Street, I know you don't live in Fall River no more. I know you don't, but I know you don't live here no more. So. But Linda and I, we were walking on South Main Street, and we saw a whole bunch of tents there. How many people asked me for money? I says, I don't have any change to give you. If I did, I'd give it to you. I don't have any change. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I only carry credit cards. You know what I'm saying? Which is, I don't even do that. You know what I'm saying? All my cards are home.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, we have a crisis here going on. Okay, we have a crisis here going on. It's and the people are pissed off is because nothing's being done about it. The fire department, okay, got their contract. Okay, they got their contract already.
Contract and a 12% raise.
And a 12% raise, which is a 12% raise in a contract. That's good. I want to say.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Hey, I can actually deal with a 12% raise. Hey, I deal with 50-cent raise. At
least they have a contract now.
Yeah. Hey, we work with both of us. We work, right? So we deal with 50-cent raise.
Yeah.
Yeah, if that, you know what I'm saying? Maybe a quarter or so, So I mean, it's. Oh, good Lord.
Yeah, well, I just want to call in and report about Trump being disqualified in Colorado.
Well, it's like this.
Because I knew that would be something you would be interested in.
Well, but yeah, yes, I am interested in that. So,
yeah.
Well, I
mean, I even don't see this lasting long.
It's not going to last long.
Well, the U.S. Supreme Court's probably going to intervene and overturn that.
It's going to happen.
And and like I said, what they should have done is waited until Trump's actual trials came along, and if he actually got guilty verdicts, then yeah, that's one thing.
But what happened?
Colorado did it way too early.
But what they did was, okay. Trump wasn't actually guilty of anything, and they put that 14th Amendment out there.
Well, no, that's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you. Colorado made that decision way too early before Trump's trials even came through.
But all these things that they accuse Trump of, that's not going to hold water. It's not going to stand.
And like I said, there's going to be trials that he's going to have to face. So. Well,
I mean, it's.
I mean, you can't keep ignoring that. He's going to have to go to court eventually.
Well, but I'm just saying that he's not going to be found guilty of anything because there was no crime committed.
What if he does? There's always that chance where he will get the guilty verdict.
Well, we'll cross that bridge when we get it, right?
Yeah, so I mean, we'll have to wait until March and May, because that's where because that's where his classified documents case and the Georgia case.
Yeah, but see, those classified documents, he did not. They were already before he took those. He already classified them, so he was allowed to take them.
Well, here's one problem with that. There was a phone call that was leaked, but Trump said that he could have declassified documents while he was in office, but he didn't.
Well,
that call's already been leaked. So.
Yeah, I'm confused about that.
Yeah, I'll have to send you that.
Yeah, kind of like really confused about that.
There was a leaked phone call of him and his staffers, and he told one of his staffers that he could have declassified, documents that he had, but he didn't. He even flat out says, I could have done it when I was president, but I didn't. Of course, he was laughing with the staffers and literally showing them those documents. And apparently a plan of invading Iran.
I don't think Trump would invading Iran. I don't think Trump would do something like that.
Well, I mean, look at all the Secretary of Wars he had to deal with, especially somebody like Mike Pompeo, one of the biggest warmongers ever. Yeah,
we'll have to see what goes on in the federal election.
Yep.
I mean, we'll have to see. Yep. So, I gotta get going. I just wanted to call in and report that to you. All right. Well, but I appreciate it. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? But like I told you, you know what I'm saying?
Because I didn't know if you knew that or not. So as soon as I found that out, I'm like, oh God, I have to show this to him.
Yeah, well, I take a look at everything, you know what I'm saying? So, but like I said, I
already sent you that on Messenger.
Yeah. But it's
all right. Well,
yeah.
I'll get going.
All right, James. Thank you. I appreciate you calling in.
Yeah.
And I'm going to talk more about the bus services too. So.
There's apparently Sunday service is going to happen.
Yeah, Sunday service is going to happen at the end of January, and I've already today too. I've already we were talking about it, on the bus earlier today, coming back from Market Basket. One of the bus drivers said that once they get the Sunday bus services, she says she has a feeling it's going to stay forever. So
yeah. I mean, cutting that service was just ridiculous.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, but all right, I'll let you talk more about that.
Okay, James. Thank you for calling in. I appreciate it.
Yep, no problem.
Okay, I'll see you on Monday. Well, I mean, again, he's an opinion. There is, people saying, that, people are saying, that there is, that the Supreme Court, on the 14th Amendment, is not allowing Trump to run. Hello? Hello? Okay. People call in and they play all kinds of music and so on. So but it's not gonna ruin my video. So that's why I had to hang up. Nobody's talking. So if anybody's got an opinion on what was said here today, please write it in my comments and stuff. But again, you gotta have everybody's opinions. Okay, some people have opinions, different opinions, and we got to accept them. You know what I'm saying? But just I want everybody to do their research. I want everybody to do their research. But like I said, Trump did not have anything to do with the insurrection. He did not. So that there, and and again, what I'm saying, everyone talks about all these trials and about Trump and everything else and stuff. But all these trials are not going to hold water. They're not going to stand. He's going to be found not guilty. So he's not going to be found not guilty, and we know that, okay, because so he's not going to be found guilty. We all know that, okay, and they Colorado put out this 14th Amendment, and for what? I mean, Trump is not even guilty of anything, and they put out this 14th Amendment. See, they did it again. You know what I'm saying? The Supreme Court did it again. But I'm hoping that the federal Supreme Court overturns that, because that is wrong, okay, to do that, okay? And it is wrong to do. That's my opinion. It's wrong to do. It's wrong to do. To overturn these things. You know what I'm saying? It's wrong to do to say, hey, you cannot run here in Colorado. The Supreme Court. The Supreme Court, they seem to overreach and do what they want. You know what I'm saying? Which is I think maybe we should take the power away from the Supreme Court too. You know what I'm saying? Because the Supreme Court seems to to do whatever they want. You know what I'm saying? So I'll give it a month. I'll give it 2 or 3 months, or maybe before the end of the almost the end of this year, that Trump will be there in Colorado running for president over there. I hope I hope and pray that the federal government steps in and overturns this. Overturns all of this, because of the fact that I think maybe because Trump did not commit any crimes at all. I mean, this is all wrong. Okay, documents and saying this on the phone to this person. Trump, things get twisted. Okay, if you're talking on the phone to the prime minister, right? If you're talking on the phone to the prime minister, right? Are you gonna? Things can get twisted. Okay, there could be misinformation out there. It could be. You know what I'm saying? Misinformation. Even though if it was recorded, it could be misinformation. Misinformation on what Trump had said. Come on. It's realistic. For that to happen. I'm not saying it can happen, but voices, words, people talk on the phone. Say I was talking on the phone, to my mother. Okay, then somebody else is recording on the other line. Okay, they could twist my words around, right? They could twist my words around and said I said this and said this and said this and this and that. Okay, they can do that. They can twist words around. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, and just like mainstream media. Okay, mainstream media twisted words around. Okay, because mainstream media twisted words around. Okay, twisted everything around too. So I mean, that's mainstream media for you. You know what I'm saying? CNN, same way. Twisted words around. Fox News, same thing. Twisted Trump's words around. Okay? I mean, anything, the evidence, there's no evidence saying that Trump committed any crime. So the Colorado Supreme Court overreached. That's what they did. They overreached, and that's how, and see, again, this is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about words, okay? Things being twisted, okay? The Supreme Court is moving, way too fast, okay? The Supreme Court, okay? They're moving way fast on this, okay? And again, you know what I'm saying? They're trying to get Trump out of the way. Okay, and we all know this. They're trying to get Trump out of the way, and so DeSantis, okay, can go up against Biden, and we all know DeSantis cannot beat Biden. We all know this, okay, and they know this, okay. They can't. DeSantis can't beat Biden, okay. So the only person that can beat Biden is Trump, okay. Trump can beat Biden. Okay, Biden's easy to beat. Okay, so I mean, but again, look at the cocaine and stuff that they found in the White House. That all came from Hunter Biden's itself. Okay, come on, you know what I'm saying? Where did he get the cocaine from? Okay, where did he get the money? Where did he get the money laundering from? Okay, who's the 10% going to? The big guy, Joe Biden. You know what I'm saying? So that's who the big guy is. So, like I said, we'll see what happens during the election. Anything could happen. Sheesh. Oh my God. I'm even, coughing. I gotta get something to drink, man. So, I'm not going to answer this phone call because there's music being played and stuff. So why didn't you run for mayor? Well, I'm not Nikki Haley. Well, the cocaine actually came from Hunter. So So the Secret Service found cocaine in the White House, in one of the rooms. Wow, are you telling me? Is it sugar? Oh, looks like bright powder to me. It's But like I said, we'll see in the general election, and I want to thank James for his opinions on things. Hey, you know something? Everybody's got free will. Everybody's got an opinion. And again, nobody should be violating the First Amendment, anyways, of free speech. So nobody should be doing that. I'm saying, everybody's got an opinion. So if somebody, if somebody comes up to you and tells you, hey, I don't like Trump. Say, hey, I do. You know what I'm saying? And you leave it as that. You know what I'm saying? If someone comes up and says to a Biden supporter, well, I'm just trying to say how's it work? If someone goes up to a Trump supporter and says, hey, I don't, I like Biden. So you say, hey, good for you. You know what I'm saying? that's your opinion. You know what I'm saying? But if someone comes up to you and says, well, if a Biden supporter goes up to you and says, I don't like Trump, say, you know what? Say, good for you. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's got an opinion. Everybody's got an agenda. So, I mean, again, we don't want no arguments. We don't want no fights. Because, like I said, the government does not care if we beat up each other, okay? And scream and yell at each other, okay? The government does not care. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, we have to remain friends. We have to remain calm, and and just see how the election plays out. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, anything can happen during the federal election. The federal election's not here yet. We need to focus on better things. Everybody's got an agenda here in Massachusetts and throughout this whole country. So different agendas. Politicians. Even if I was a politician, I'd be blamed. If I was the president, I'd be blamed. For phone calls. You know what I'm saying? I would be blamed for this and this and that. You know what I'm saying? Everything under the sun. You know what I'm saying? Probably blame me for laundering money. You know what I'm saying? But that's not what I would do. So, but I just wanted to tell everyone, hey, thank you for listening. James, thank you. Antonio Pinto, thank you for watching. I mean, I appreciate everybody watching my show. I do. And I would like to see numbers go up in my show. You know what I'm saying? And because throughout the year, next year, we're going to be we're in 2024. We're going to be talking about different things that are going on throughout this whole country. So every day and every year is agenda, different every year. So take care, everybody. Have a great night. It's already 10:12. I've been on. So I made up Monday's show. So take care, everybody. Have a great night. Please share my information. Again, we're going to have Sunday buses. And we're also going to have free buses. Sunday buses is coming at the end of January. And Sunday bus and free buses are coming up January 1st. So, and I want to see, and then when you see those Sunday buses, I want to see those Sunday buses packed. Okay, I want to see those numbers go up. Because, the fare box? The fare box is going to show it. The cameras on the bus are going to show too how many people go on the bus. But like I said, the other bus driver said, once it's here, it's going to be here to stay. So take care, everybody. Have a great night. Again, my name is Dave Mead, Fall River Media News. I always give the news, weather, and all kinds of reports. So take care, everybody. Have a great night. It's already 10:13. I'm going to go spend some time with my family. Take care, everybody.